Hi guys and welcome to this new vlog. This is the Defender Octa, the ultimate, most capable machine Land Rover has ever made till date. And in this video, let's find out everything about this and we'll also drive it like an Octa. So stay tuned. Now what makes this different? Well, that lies under the hood. This is a 4.4 liter V8 sourced from BMW and it gets twin turbos. Now this thing is total madness on the road. Produces 626 horsepower and 750 Nm of torque. Paired with this avatar, this is a complete rally beast. Not just that, this costs about 2.5 crores ex-showroom and you will get around 2.5 normal Defenders, that is an HSE. But there's a lot of things different here. It's taller, it's wider, and it gets adaptive suspension which can lift the car up to 380 mm, and that is crazy ground clearance because this car, we just got it from footpath and we crossed so many things, it can just crawl over things like piece of cake. By default we get 22-inch rims up front, but if you want to go with the off-road configuration, you can choose 20-inch rims and off-road set of tires that can make this car even more capable and gets the grip done at any terrain. Once we get inside, it's quite a high car. Everything inside here is built to last. It's rugged. We get grab rails everywhere and you can see here also. It's there, it rose to life. So there is also a cool quirky bit here. You can just turn on the exhaust. Yeah, it just turns up the walls and that's how you get. So overall this gets dual tone treatment, but what's different is a button here. This is the Octa mode button. Keep it pressed to enter straight into heaven because this car transforms right away. You can hear the exhaust turn up, the car lifts, and it gives you all the beans possible to take this car off-road or just give it a nice stretch. It will get the job done. Now here, since this costs almost double than the existing V8, we get carbon fiber, forged carbon fiber here and a lot of places else where even on the hood, the side plates, everywhere we get carbon fiber. So this is the rear view mirror and the camera that is placed there. This is like a dual touch there. So nice panoramic sunroof. Overall, the cabin is what makes it on another standards compared to the standard Defender. Now, yes, let's not blabber much. This car is meant to be driven and we will give it all the beans. So let's straight away launch this. So we have finally come in the car and now it's time to unleash all the 626 horsepower and the 750 Nm of torque. So let's quickly get into the Octa mode. So there it roars to life. The exhaust actually comes alive, and what we're gonna quickly do is come into drive. Let's turn off the AC. The torque, the enormous horsepower, you know, it just makes the car lift from the front because that's how this car is, and rather a tank that we can talk about that. So what do we have in business here is the 4.4 liter V8 that is sourced from BMWs. Now you have a question here. The Defender already had a V8 that is a supercharged engine that's also 5 liters. But here it's about being fast, it's about achieving those lap times, and taking this car out there for a rally is the purpose, and they've achieved it. So just look at this response. 7,300, that's the red line, and it's just unbelievable how tractable this motor is. The response, the gearbox, everything is just in sync to give you that kick in the back feel when you're driving an Octa. That's the major difference, and that's all you pay extra to get this fun. I mean, behind the wheels, it's been ages that I've had so much fun. This is one legend, I can guarantee you that. And from the quad pipes, you can also hear a bit of pops and crackles here and there during the upshift and downshift. Instant acceleration, and in this Octa mode, you know, there's just precision for your throttle, the suspension, it is all in sync. Let's do another launch, and this time we'll try to give it all the beans possible. It's in drive, sports. We have come into Octa, so let's go. Zero to 100 about 4.2 seconds. Actually, Land Rover claims this can go in under 4 seconds, but with the off-road tires, it is somehow restricted. But the launch on this is next level. This is one of the finest sounding motors ever existing. I mean, the mechanical sound is very satisfying. Wow, surreal. Because now imagine the same drivability on a track, and you're just in a rally. Although most of the people buying this car here in India are driving this out on expressways or doing city drives, and for that matter, the engine is quite relaxed whenever you want it to be. And when you put this in Octa mode, that is a next level of performance that you will get. But overall, so as I said, it has it produces 626 horsepower and 750 Nm of torque, and all of that, it gets a mild hybrid system. So when we did a launch, the electric motor give it an extra 150 Nm and 50 horsepower at the rear wheels, and even the quick overtakes. So that's how the system works, and you achieve great torque. And so we have to consider the weight of this car. It's about 2.8 tons, but then there is still no room for error. There's still no room for that lag for you to feel, because that's how perfectly it's done by Land Rover. So this time we have put all of the engine, steering and everything in dynamic. Let's do another launch. Oh, this is definitely quicker. Now there's difference, no? In everything, the engine, the transmission, it's just more quicker. बस. What are we trying to do is get this car over there. Just taken this on a platform, waiting to see how do we go next. Same on. Okay, piece of cake. So that was the vlog. We had complete fun on this, and I know I'm in short of words because this experience with the Octa is very surreal, and the premium that you pay, of course, it starts with price of 2.5 crores ex-showroom here, and especially here in Karnataka, it can go all the way up to 3.5, and if you still opt for the optional bits, it can go all the way up to 3.7 crores as well on road. So that's a very expensive affair, but owning this will give you a lot of exclusivity. People will definitely turn because this looks entirely different from the outside, and the inside, the heart of the engine, everything else is just better to give you that Octa experience. Let us know what do you think, and while we enjoy this beast, hit that follow button, and if you have to head to our Instagram page to find more of this. While we are on the go, we'll see you in the next video. So the courtesy goes to Shakti Cars here in Bengaluru. So JLR, if you have anything, they are there, and they gave us the car for an experiential drive. So yeah, you can check them out. The page and their location is in the description portion below.